Hi everyone, CJ Dore here from the SharePrices.com.au studios, back with some more stock market education for you. And what we're going to look at now are long-term candlestick patterns, and we'll look at a couple of examples here. And we're looking at the head and shoulders. Now, just as it suggests, it's like looking at someone or the human anatomy. We've got the shoulder as one price, moving up to the top of the head as another price, and back down to the shoulder. So that's the formation, starting with just the head and shoulder. So let's go to SharePrices.com.au and we'll have a look at this chart over a couple of months. This is a candlestick chart. Each one of these candlesticks represents 1 day's worth of share price movement each. Starting from the left-hand side, it builds up a lot of green and we've created our first shoulder. It falls away a little and then we've got a neckline, and it goes through the neckline, back where we were at the top of the shoulder, up to the top, and that creates the head, and then things start to fall away with a lot of red down to the bottom right hand corner. So that is just the head and shoulder, and there we go, the shoulder on the left hand side, just as you would greet someone or look at someone, right up to the head. So we're looking similar to a view as you would greet someone or meet someone or view them straight on. Now let's move to the full head and shoulders pattern. So here we go, starting again on the left-hand side of the chart. A lot of green, builds up to a certain point, levels out, comes down into a valley. There is our first shoulder. Again, just as you would greet someone or look at someone, we're building there. Now we're going to go up to the top, and there is the head. That's the highest point, a real peak at the very top. Falls away again, then builds back up to the shoulder. Now let's mark up some particular prices so we can be very clear of how this technical indicator works. Let's mark the shoulders up and draw it right across. Now you'll note the shoulders built up to almost identical levels, so good alignment from a chiropractic point of view, same as a technical indicator point of view. You want to make sure that you can read this shoulder as around about the same price as it was the first time it reached it. So let's go back to the first time, built up to the shoulder, fell away. The red line is our neckline, went through the neckline. So that's the first thing that we've got to see happen. Goes up to the top, now we've got our head. Falls away. Does it come back through the neckline? Yes, it does, into a valley down the bottom here, then goes back up, and of course the final piece in the puzzle, does it go back up in line to where the first shoulder was? Draw it across. Yes, it is. We've got a full head and shoulder. So that's what you're looking for. And in this case, it is very long term. It is over a number of months, so you do have to be patient. But keep in mind, the first shoulder appears, go through the neckline. That's got to happen. Up to the head, so it has to be higher than the previous shoulder, of course. Down back through the neckline. There's the next indicator. And then into a valley, building back to that shoulder. So you know what that shoulder price, as it were, has to be. You draw it back across. You've already been told in advance what it was from the first shoulder. So there is our head and shoulders pattern, and before that, just the head and shoulder. So there's the line that we're looking for finally down the very bottom. It's got to come back up off that valley, not any lower, because you're essentially breaking a pattern there, and draw it right across, and you've got to make sure that it's in similar territory to where it fell off the first shoulder. So there are our head and shoulders, including just the head and shoulder. Go to SharePrices.com.au now and apply a candlestick chart to something you're watching over a number of months and see if you can spot the head and shoulder or the full head and shoulders from one shoulder up to the top of the head and then back to the shoulder again. From the SharePrices.com.au studios, I'm CJ Dore with some more stock market education. Happy trading. We'll talk to you again soon.